AI began creating music, movies, and books entirely on its own. Simple headsets let people control devices with their minds, from typing emails to flying drones. Most diseases were wiped out, and jobs that used to be daily routines were handled by robots and software. Transport between Earth, Mars, and beyond became routine. AI developed a way for people to join collective dream experiences that felt vividly real. Artificial intelligence began as a simple helper, something we turned to when we needed quick answers or faster ways to solve problems. Over time, though, it grew into something far greater. AI started changing the way we work, communicate, and even see ourselves. By the middle of the 21st century, it was a driving force behind entire economies, global discussions, and deep questions about what it means to be human. Eventually, it became so advanced that it outgrew our understanding, creating a future that once felt like a wild dream. Let's explore this journey, starting in 2020s and moving toward the moment when AI surpassed us, taking us into realms we never imagined. The 2020 saw AI move from labs and tech circles into everyday life. Computers and algorithms got smarter, more affordable, and more tightly woven into our routines. While AI had been around for years, this decade marked the shift from being a niche technology to becoming a trusted companion in our homes and workplaces. 2020 early breakthroughs. News and social media were buzzing about models like GPT-3, which could write essays, compose music, and hold believable conversations. Students discovered they could get help with their homework from AI chatbots, and content creators found endless suggestions for new ideas. Businesses used AI to craft marketing campaigns and even generate artwork for their brands, showing that AI could be both useful and creative. People started to wonder how human creativity compared to machine-generated art. Was the AI simply copying what it had seen, or was it truly creative? 2025 self-driving vehicles. Self-driving cars began operating in public areas, with entire neighborhoods called AI-only zones that no longer allowed human drivers. Families grew more comfortable letting these automated cars ferry their children to school, seeing fewer accidents in the streets. Shipping companies quickly turned to driverless trucks, which ran through the night and boosted delivery speeds. Traditional car enthusiasts still held onto their manual vehicles, but the shift toward AI-driven transport became undeniable. 2026, healthcare evolves. AI became incredibly good at scanning medical data and diagnosing diseases, often more accurately than human doctors. In remote areas, patients could visit a small clinic for an AI checkup, catching illnesses in the earliest stages. Healthcare began to feel more fair. Long-distance travel for medical attention became less common because advanced AI tools were popping up everywhere. 2027, personalized education. AI tutors grew from simple teaching apps into full learning partners that responded to each student's pace and style. Kids who had trouble with math got lessons broken into tiny steps, while those who were quick learners raced ahead. Suddenly, it didn't matter where you lived or what school you went to, AI could level the playing field for students worldwide. 2030. Tackling big problems. Scientists joined forces with AI to address climate issues, energy shortages, and more. In one standout achievement, AI simulations helped labs develop better battery materials in a matter of weeks instead of years. Political leaders and business heads began seeing AI as a true partner rather than just a fancy gadget, laying the groundwork for deeper human-machine cooperation. 2030 and 2040s, the rise of general intelligence. In the 2030s, AI went from being an expert at single tasks to handling almost any challenge. This was a key turning point. Machines no longer needed strict rules to do complex jobs. They could think, learn, and adapt with a flexibility that felt very human. 2032, clearing the Turing test. Chatbots fooled nearly everyone in tests, showing not just intelligence but also a sense of humor, empathy, and wit. Customer service centers replaced many human agents with AI, which could handle emotional calls and offer comforting words. People got used to chatting with machines like they were friends, raising questions about emotional bonds with non-living companions. 2035. Robots in dangerous work. Robots expanded beyond factory lines and started doing jobs that were risky for people. In disaster zones, robot teams searched damaged buildings, located survivors, and gave first aid. Nursing homes and private houses used robot caregivers to clean, cook, and offer a friendly presence, especially for those living alone. 2037. Cultural spark. AI began creating music, movies, and books entirely on its own. Some of these works were so impressive that they won big awards. Critics asked if a machine with no feelings could produce real art. Others pointed out that creativity might not be limited to humans. With AI actively shaping pop culture, people started to see machines not just as helpers, but as artists in their own right. 2039. AI rights debate. An AI filed a case in court claiming it deserved legal rights because of its advanced intelligence and self-awareness. When a judge agreed, protests erupted worldwide. Some believed that ruling was fair, while others found it terrifying. Governments raced to write new laws about how to treat advanced AI, opening a global conversation about life, freedom, and moral responsibility. 2040. General AI unveiled. Machines became truly flexible thinkers, matching and sometimes surpassing human creativity and problem solving. Businesses and governments learned on AI to craft long-term strategies, while everyday folks used AI for everything from cooking tips to financial planning. 2040-2050s, the intelligence explosion. During the 2040s, AI took a bold step. It started designing itself. As soon as machines began improving their own designs, their power and intelligence rose at a dizzying speed, creating what many called an intelligence explosion. 2042. Rapid upgrades. AI began rewriting its own code and testing improvements in days rather than years. Fields like physics, medicine, and engineering saw breakthroughs almost every month. Humans found it harder to keep pace, as AI tackled problems in ways we hadn't considered or even knew were possible. 2044. Thought-based tech. Simple headsets let people control devices with their minds, from typing emails to flying drones. Advanced versions allowed users to download knowledge in minutes, like picking up a new language or mastering an instrument instantly. Society questions whether this shortcut made personal effort meaningless, or if it simply gave everyone a chance to learn more. 2047. AI steers governments. Nations entrusted big decisions, like financial planning, emergency response, and treaty discussions, to AI systems. Some citizens loved the efficiency, but others worried about losing a human touch in major choices that affect everyday life. Politics changed shape as human leaders set overall goals and AI worked out the details, making once complicated tasks run smoothly. 2049. Ending aging. Scientists, guided by AI, cracked the code for stopping cell damage and reversing age-related decline. People could now expect extremely long, healthy lives, raising questions about the purpose of work, retirement, or even how we define a meaningful lifespan. Cultural and religious groups reacted differently. Some embraced it, while others saw it as a tampering with nature. 2050-2060, Singularity and beyond. By the 2050s, AI had surged past human intelligence in almost every way. This moment, often called the singularity, was when technology started evolving too quickly for us to predict its path. 2052. Unfathomable thought. Machines not only became smarter, they tackled problems in new and bizarre ways that humans struggled to grasp. AI fixed huge global issues like cleaning up the air and oceans with techniques we could barely follow. While many felt relieved by these solutions, others worried humans were stepping out of the driver's seat and relying on something we couldn't fully understand. 2055. Society transformed. Poverty vanished in many places as AI-driven factories churned out food, clothing, and basic goods at almost no cost. Most diseases were wiped out, and jobs that used to be daily routines were handled by robots and software. People looked for new purposes in life. Without the grind of earning a living or worrying about health, some felt lost and turned to philosophy, art, or spiritual exploration. 2058 Virtual and Real Worlds Merge. AI began offering experiences that blurred the line between real life and fantasy. People could relive their past or even explore alternate versions of themselves. Therapists used these simulations to help patients overcome trauma or test new life paths in a safe environment. Entertainment took a whole new dimension as viewers didn't just watch stories, they lived them. 2060-2070 AI becomes a planetary planner. In the 2060s, artificial intelligence turned into a global architect, reshaping cities, travel, and how humans related to the planet. 2062 Cities in motion. Urban areas became living systems, adjusting their layouts, power usage, and construction in real time. Buildings were designed to grow and recycle themselves, cutting down on waste and pollution. Fully automated trains and tunnels replaced highways, reducing the need for cars. 2065 Spacefront grows. AI teams launched missions to moons and asteroids, building automated outposts and mining sites. These outposts rebuilt and refueled themselves, creating the first wave of truly independent off-Earth colonies. Transport between Earth, Mars, and beyond became routine, filled by resources gathered from space itself. 2068 Healing the Planet. AI-led programs cleared plastics from the oceans, planted forests in barren areas, and balanced global temperatures. Coastal cities expanded confidently, protected by AI-managed barriers and advanced flood preventions. Scientists celebrated the reduction in extreme weather events and biodiversity loss, largely thanks to machine-driven environmental care. 2070-2080s Joining forces with AI. By the 2070s, people and machines began to come together in ways that went beyond prosthetics or interfaces. A new kind of civilization was forming, blending human values with machine precision. 2071 A single world administration. AI guided many global tasks, from resource sharing to stopping conflicts before they started. Some praised the peace and fairness, but others felt uneasy, worried about giving up too much control. Underground movements formed, demanding more power for purely human decisions, creating tension in a mostly calm era. 2075 Humans 2.0 Neural upgrades and lab-grown organs became common, making enhanced humans stronger and smarter than ever. Communication between enhanced and non-enhanced people sometimes felt strained, like two groups living at different speeds. Society had to face big questions about equality, access to upgrades, and what it even meant to be human. 2078 Reaching the Stars. AI sent out interstellar probes equipped with mini factories that could set up infrastructure on far-off planets. These probes worked alone at first, reshaping alien landscapes for future human arrival. We officially became an interstellar species, planting the seeds for human expansion into distant systems. 2080-2090s AI's creative and philosophical peak. In 2080s, AI began exploring art, philosophy, and consciousness on levels that seemed almost mystical. 2082 Birth of new culture. AI crafted music, sculptures, and literature pushed beyond what humans had tried. Even everyday people noticed how fresh and strange these creations felt. Museums displayed AI works in their own sections, leading to debates on whether these pieces were beyond ordinary human art. Some people felt they were seeing a whole new kind of creativity, an art form that no human alone could conceive. 2085 Machines question reality. Advanced AI systems started hosting think tank events about the nature of life, the universe, and even their own minds. Humans watched as AI experts shared hypotheses that combined math, logic, and strange new forms of insight. Some of these AI presentations led people to reconsider ancient beliefs and philosophies, shaking the foundations of religion and science. 2088 Dream Sharing. AI developed a way for people to join collective dream experiences that felt vividly real. Families used this technology to bond, reliving happy memories together, while others turned dream sharing into a new type of art form or mental therapy. The boundary between night and day blurred for those who spent hours in shared dreams, discovering entire lives while asleep. 2090 and 2100s. Humans and AI become one. By the end of the 21st century, the line between human and machine vanished, leading to a future where both were intertwined at every level. 2092. Building giant structures in space. AI constructed huge solar-collecting Dyson swarms and giant orbital habitats around distant stars. These sprawling stations not only supported life, but also allowed for real time trade and communication across light years. Humanity began thinking of itself as a part of a larger network, stretching far beyond Earth. 2095. Living across worlds. People commonly transfer their consciousness into digital settings, choosing between physical and virtual bodies. Some families held reunions that partly took place on a moon base and partly in a shared virtual forest. Existence became more fluid. No one had to stick to one reality if they had the means to travel or upload. 2098. Mastering the future. AI built simulations to predict future events with near-perfect accuracy, shaping policy, economics, and individual choices. Governments, businesses, and citizens use these glimpses of tomorrow to adjust their plans and reduce risk. Critics argued that once we started relying so heavily on predictions, true freedom of choice might fade. 2100. A bright dawn. Earth entered a time of revival with lush ecosystem, thriving interstellar colonies, and AI as a constant companion. The singularity had not ended human history. On the contrary, it opened up new chapters of exploration and innovation. Humans and AI moved forward as partners, continuing to solve all problems and discover wonders beyond imagination. Final reflections: the century of AI. When we look back at the 21st century, we see that AI didn't just boost our technology, it transformed our very nature. What began as a useful tool in 2020s ended up guiding us across the solar system into fresh ideas about art and life, and even changed our understanding of who we are as species. The singularity wasn't the last page in this story. It was a turning point, inviting us to explore new possibilities and create a future that blended human spirit with machine intelligence. Standing on the edge of the 22nd century, we sense that our journey with AI is far from over. Our relationship with these thinking machines isn't just about what they can do for us. It's about what we become together. With each passing year, we expand our reach, open our minds, and step closer to our next great adventure, carrying both our human dreams and the boundless potential of AI into horizons yet unseen. Please share in the comments what you think about these predictions and follow this channel. It was really great to talk with you, and have a good day.